What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Talking with Todd. My name is CJ Pierce, and I'm joined today, as always, by Dr. Todd Hernandez, president of Northwest State Community College. How you doing today, Todd?
I'm doing pretty well for a bone-chilly, wet fall day.
I know. I was like, I woke up this morning and I was like, it may be almost winter.
Yeah.
And that's always
and
like...
it's misting and there's a breeze.
Yeah.
It gets right down to the bones.
Yeah, you're like, man, I still haven't got my coat out of the, I have to keep my coat in a tub in the attic. I haven't gone up there and got it, and I really wish I would have today.
It's time.
Yeah, it's time. It's time. That's going to be a this weekend adventure. But
just last week we were talking about golfing.
I know. Just last week we were. I know. I went out this week to try and figure out if I was going to find a time to golf. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go inside someplace and and golf at a sim. But yeah, it's officially that time of year, which means that there's a lot happening here at Northwest State. Just kind of recap an event that happened this last week. We had Discover NSCC Day, and you just have some thoughts about some of the cool stuff that happened there.
Yeah, I do. So, one of the messages that I've had since I've started this role as president of Northwest State is enrollment is everyone's responsibility, and we really saw that in action at Discover NSCC. And when I talk, I literally mean everybody. Like facilities has to set up for it. Food services prepares snacks and drinks for it. The faculty were on hand in mass doing new events and games and ideas and activities, and that was really nice to see. Staff, they were here as well. Volunteers from other students. It was nice to see the entire campus kind of come together for an event like that and welcome people to campus. The conversations that we had with potential learners and their families were all top-notch, high-quality, relationship-building kind of conversations. Yep. So just very grateful to the way the campus has embraced that enrollment is everyone's responsibility.
Yeah, it's super cool. I know Discover Northwest State Day is one of the most fun and biggest events that we have throughout the year as far as enrollment goes at Northwest State. I know in years past I've loved getting to do the welding sim and things like that really show the character of our little college in a cornfield here. Yeah,
and there's a temptation to try and put enrollment on admissions, right? And it's everyone's responsibility, and admission obviously has a big role in it, and they do a great job. They had 8 visit days this past summer that they kind of coordinated. We had an FFA event yesterday for Ag. Caleb Miller, faculty member, kind of organized that, and admissions played a role in that. So it's exciting to see the entire campus rowing the boat in the same direction. It was very uplifting for me.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah.
There is we were kind of crunching the numbers and realized it's a really busy time here at Northwest State as we come to the end of the term. And unfortunately, this is probably going to be our last conversation for the remainder of the scheduled school year here in 2024. So we were talking, and I know it feels like it's early. We were talking about commencement that's coming up.
Yeah, commencement's coming up. There's an emeritus dinner that same day. With commencement, that means it's the end of the term, and it's a sprint from Thanksgiving to Christmas and the winter break. So there's self-care, like you can get there. So make sure you're taking care of yourself in that way. But there's a number of events. We have a ugly sweater contest December 3rd and 4th, I believe. We have a holiday luncheon for staff and faculty on December 4th as well. There's an honor ceremony. So there's plenty to do. But yeah, it's this fall term is whisked by.
Yeah, so I feel like every year, it may just be me getting older, but every year feels like
it's
going
getting
by
older.
faster and faster and faster. But I feel like just a little bit ago, it was still the summertime.
Yeah.
Yep. But, Todd, do we have anything else we need to talk about?
Oh, yeah. Last week, I believe we talked about Pizza with the President.
Oh, we did talk about Pizza with the President. How's all that going?
It went really well. So we had Pizza with the President on October 31st, Halloween, for lunch. We were set up in the atrium. And then we did it again on the 4th, I believe, for dinner in the E building in engineering. Went really well, had good turnouts. Lots of pizza was eaten. But I always enjoy doing those events because then I get to hear directly from the learners. And every year there's a couple that always rise to the top. Our learners really appreciate our faculty and staff, knowledgeable, caring, welcoming. That's one. Affordability. It's another one that our learners always comment on that they really like. And location. We're kind of right in the middle of an area that doesn't have a lot of access to higher education. You have to, just about an hour in any direction with the exception of Defiance College, which is a viable option. But this year I'm hearing for the first time what would have in previous years been this is something we could do better as Northwest State. It's actually, I'm hearing it as this is something we do really well. And the learners really appreciate the opportunity to come together. They like all of the events that we're having on campus, the Halloween contest, the chili cook-off, all those things that give learners the opportunity to come together and meet people meet other learners that maybe aren't from their same county or high school. And so that's been intentional. I'm glad to hear that that's moving in a positive direction as far as our learners are concerned.
Yeah, I know. I love getting to see just learners out and about doing things on campus. A lot of times I'm here at weird hours taking pictures of stuff or for meetings and here in the last couple of years, just seeing students on campus enjoying friendships and enjoying events has been exciting to get to watch and be a part of.
Yeah, I almost wonder if we have enough of those collab spaces, right?
Yeah.
Just little nooks and crannies for groups of 5, 6, 7 students to get together and kind of just talk and hang out and study together. Something that we need to keep an eye on.
Yeah, I know with the B building renovation coming up, I'm sure all of those are things that are being discussed. But well, Todd, before we wrap up here, I guess since this is going to be the end of our time this term, Thanksgiving's gonna be right in the middle. Do you have any fun family plans over your Thanksgiving break?
Well, yeah, actually, just my wife and I, we have a week planned in Nashville vacation. So that Saturday after Thanksgiving for a week. So looking forward to that. I've been to Nashville, but always for a work-related kind of thing. This is the first time I'm vacationing there.
Yeah, it's a fun town. You'll have to get a show at the Opry or something like that. It'll be an enjoyable time.
We'll do that.
Well, Todd, anything else that you have for us this morning?
Nope, that covers it.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you all for joining us. We know your time is extremely valuable, so we appreciate any of it you're willing to share. If you want to find out more about Northwest State Community College, you can check out northweststate.edu or come take a tour of our beautiful campus here in lovely Archibald, Ohio. Until next time, remember, stay excellent to each other and party on, my dudes and dudettes. Peace out.